Jeremy Kyle looked downcast as he arrived at the Steve Dymond inquest to answer questions after the guest killed himself days after appearing on The Jeremy Kyle Show. Dymond died aged 63 from an overdose of morphine and a heart problem. He was found dead at his home in Grafton Street, Portsmouth, Hampshire on May 9, 2019, just a week after appearing on The Jeremy Kyle Show. During the controversial episode, Dymond faced allegations of infidelity towards his partner, Jane Callaghan, also from Hampshire, and submitted to a polygraph test. Winchester Coroner's Court discovered that Mr. Dymond died in his home due to a fatal mix of an overdose and a heart condition known as left ventricular hypertrophy. Mr. Dymond's son, Woolley, was told by his uncle Leslie Dymond that his father was very upset after filming the show. Leslie had rang him to explain his dad was very down. The inquest heard that Steve had told his brother Leslie that Jeremy had been in his face as the crowd were heckling him. During Thursday's inquest, the court was shown footage of Mr. Dymond taking the lie detector test. The guest was told that the lie detector tests were between 93 and 95% accurate. The examiner also told him they can't guarantee they are 100% certain. In the video, Mr. Dymond asks the polygraph examiner, who was contracted by ITV to carry out the procedure, whether the test is 99.9% accurate, to which the examiner replies, they are 95% accurate, with a narrow risk of error. The examiner also advises Mr. Dymond that if you fail one question, you fail the lot. The clips also showed Mr. Dymond watching a video informing him about the test, which advises the participant to be truthful, open, and honest. Mr. Chris Wisson, the director of content compliance at ITV at the time, said, "This was a very well-established editorial feature of the program. The result of the test would be given by the polygraph examiner to the producer. The producer wouldn't reveal the results to the presenter. The results would be given to him during the program. He would open the envelope and reveal the results and tell the guests what the results were. There was an element of drama in that moment." Mr. Wisson told the hearing who would know of the results before the card was presented on the show. He said the producer would know the results of the lie detector test, but he was not sure who else would. However, he was confident that Jeremy Kyle did not know the results. He told the court it would not be disclosed to the presenter because that was partly so that Kyle's reaction would be spontaneous. Speaking at a previous inquest, Mr. Dymond's brother Leslie claimed that the late Mr. Dymond told him that the audience booed him and Jeremy Kyle had been in his face and that he had been followed when he left the stage with cameras and microphones being put in his face. "He told me he was jeered and called a failure by the presenter. He was mostly very distressed and consumed by what had happened on the show," Leslie claimed. He repeated that he had the result of the lie detector test, which he did not agree with, pushed in his face, and said he was called a traitor, with the presenter and the audience all heckling him.